Okay, Shalom. Okay, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Barakatha Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Barakatha Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles of Great Millstone, our elders of GMS. And salutation and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of the children of Israel, people of Negro and Indian descent. The fellow laborers that are filling out the gaps in the highways and the byways. Those faith-based Israelites. Okay, Israelite foreigners that who Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai scattered amongst the four corners of the earth, amongst the heathen nations, and that look like the heathen nations, but have the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. The spirit that beareth witness that they're the sons of the Most High, the sons and the daughters of the Most High. Okay, you women as well, the very few that's humbling themselves to escape the pollution of this world. All right, just skipping through the news, it's examining some things, and they're wondering why all these things are happening. People always, oh, she's just a good person. He was just a good person. He or she did such good works, and they meant so much love, gave so much love into the world. And people literally are just stuck on stupid. The more and more the spirit of Yahweh Yahweh Shai come upon this earth, the more and more judgment's going to be happening. People are beginning to face their judgments. You know, it's kind of funny when people end up on their deathbeds. Then they start calling on Jesus. You know, then they start calling on Jesus, and even still, they still continue to go off. But they hold confidence. They hold that damn name Jesus with great confidence, man. Well, anyway, just spiritual fitness leader, you know, pretty much dropped dead, you know. And again, man, it's just judgment, you know. You're going, like I said in the scriptures, let me see if I can find it. Let me grab it here. Pull it up. Okay, my power in here. Okay, so now the internet want to start acting a damn fool. Come on. Here we go. And this applies to men and, as women as well. Women tend to think that, you know, they got a pretty much a pass, you know. This is always mentioned in the scriptures of men, you know. The scriptures clearly say women as well, you know. I'm trying to pull this scripture up. Here we go. Here we go. It's just an example of judgment coming, and I'm going to show you what I mean by all this, where I'm going with all this. Matthew 12:36, but I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. Okay, for by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. You know, that's what Jake is just so accustomed to doing. It's just leaning on the philosophies of the world, you know, the falsehoods of the world, you know, and following after the demons, you know, that serve this world. And, you know, and this woman, as far as I'm concerned, she's clearly a Jake. If you can look at her, she looked like she's one of the northern tribe, but she was raised in Spain. I will pull it up, her history, but she was raised in Spain, but she gives off the energy of a woman of one of the northern tribes, in which, you know, the Israelites are the ones that seem to have so much influence, you know, over the world. If you read about this woman's history, she had a huge following, and it was growing, and she was growing in following and in wealth as well. When you read into some of this. But anyway, um, uh, and like I said, the spirit of Yahushua is judging his people, judging his people, you know. It's that time when you're supposed to be getting yourself correct. Ezekiel 3:17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. Well, who are you to be telling us she's doing wrong and what she's doing right? As long as she's making people happy and pleasing people. Look, the issues you have is with the Lord, man. The issues you have is with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We're just the messenger. That's pretty much what we are. We are the messengers of the Lord, man, and giving you examples of what's right and what's wrong. It's just as simple as that, and this is an example of what's wrong. When you read into this woman's her beliefs, just starting to read here. She who injected a dose of spirituality into the world of health and created a preferred train program referred to as an intensity or satai, which turned a staple of at some Equinox gyms and a presence on YouTube, died on the January 22nd at her residence in Los Angeles. She was 57 years old. It says the trigger was cervical most cancers. Her spouse said the missus started instructing exercise lessons greater than 20 years in the past and based intensity in 2002, melding the phrase intention and the Buddhist time period satai. And we're going to go into that satai in a minute. For mindfulness or consciousness. Between bouts of kickboxing and aerobics, she would intersperse refrains like I'm worthy of my very own love. Or, and you can, they read that and they hear that and they hear us rebuke it. Well, you're interpreting it wrong. You're pushing what she meant out of context. Her very own love, really? Or everything I want is inside me. You see that self thing, that self-empowerment, you're your own God bullshit that doesn't sound familiar, just like the unconscious community, black folks, that black love madness, under that black consciousness madness, that black wokeness madness. It's the same talk. It's the same madness, man. Including liberal doses of mindfulness, journaling, and different self-help practices. Self-help practice. See, we base everything we do, through faith. And we know through faith that we can't do nothing without the help of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Everything we do, everything we push, everything we know come from above. And we have that understanding, and we always gonna give all praise, honor, all infinite praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And not take it on to ourselves. And Moses made that mistake in the time when they were in the wilderness, and the children of Israel in the wilderness, they needed water, and Moses made a mistake and said, I'm roughly referencing it to it, but that it was him who brought it forth, and he made that mistake, and the Lord got him for that, and he cracked the rock and the water come up out the rock, or the water go to the ground, taking it on. You said, this is what the people think that. And I've been told that so many times, man. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a man. I can protect myself. I'm all good when all these things start to happen. I'm all good. You're lying on them damn selves. It says here, post in line her exercise and spoken instruction mantras which she termed affirmations, drew a large following together with 6,500 YouTube subscribers and 18,000 Instagram followers. The program contains greater than 1,000 intensity leaders who train their very own lessons and have introduced in about 5 million in income, in keeping with Osborne, who took over Intensity after Mrs. Dodd dying. Let me see here. So let's just go. I got it here on this Satai madness, man. Is a Hindu goddess. A Hindu goddess. Okay, Satai, truthful or virtuous, also known as Dakshayani, is the Hindu goddess of marital felicity and longevity, and is worshipped as an aspect of the mother goddess Shakti. She is generally considered the first wife of Shiva, the other being Parvati, who was Sati's reincarnation after her death. These crazy gods they serve, man. This is one of those gods that Tina Turner follows. The many gods of Elam, man. So, Tina Turner has that evil spirit on her. Yeah. The earliest mentions of Sati are found in the time of the Ramayana and the whatever, but details of her story appears in the Puranas. Legends describe Sati as the favorite child of Dakshya, but she married Shiva against her father's wishes. After Dakshya humiliated her, so there's that rebellion. But she marries Shiva against her father's wishes. That's rebellion. Their gods is There's some rebellious demons, man. After Dakshya humiliated her, Sati killed herself to protest against him and uphold the honor of her husband. In Hinduism, both Sati and Parvati successively played the role of bringing Shiva away from ascetic isolation into creative participations with the world. That's enough of reading this madness here. It's kind of funny. The word Sati means truthful, virtuous, or noble. The word is derived from Sat, which means truth. That's wild. During the medieval period, a practice of widow burning, Sati started to rise through the subcontinent, and the widows who burnt themselves were also referred as Sati. There you go. It's just another. It's a Elamite. What the world calls East Indians, dieheads. It's an Elamite god. The Hebrew word for Elam. Oh man, this took my tongue. Anyway, so going back to this here, more and more of these judgments is coming. Man. More and more of these judgments is coming. And as a matter of fact, they're going to start increasing. Judges, like that is the book of Judges 10 and 14, it says, "Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation." You think she was calling on Sati, the goddess, when she was on her deathbed? I guarantee she wasn't. I guarantee she was calling on Jesus. In the time of your tribulation, and that's pretty much where the masses of Jake is, where they're gonna fall in line to when they start facing, when tribulation and anguish starts knocking on their door, and they have no choice but to confront it, they're going to be calling on Jesus. And there are those that's going to be trying to call on Yahweh, but Shem Yahushua going to be going off, Yam Yasha, and you know how Yahweh, and they're going to be going off, man. Going off. And again, the Lord is going to, he's pretty much going to turn his back on the 2/3. This is crazy, man. And here we are in this time when the truth is out there in abundance to learn from. That's the thing, man. There's so many videos on the internet that, man, you could, there it is, the full truth, exactly how we learned it, besides doing our own research, reading and studying. Everything you need to know is all over the internet, and here she is. She's on YouTube. Don't think for a moment she didn't come across the prophets, Let's see if that's the last one there. And again, like I said, men and women, man. The women as well. That free pass madness, man. Just because the world doesn't punish you for your wicked foul deeds, you're not getting away with a damn thing as far as Yahweh Shem Yahushua goes. Let me see here. That should be it, though. Here you go. What you're instructed to do. Psalms 141:1. Therefore, Jeremiah 11:11. Therefore, thus said the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. Though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. Okay, I continue reading. Jeremiah 11:12, verse 12. Then shall the cities of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem go and cry unto the gods unto whom they offer incense, but they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble. Give me a second here. I'm trying to click on this here. For according to the numbers of thy cities were thy powers, O Judah, and according to the number of the streets of Jerusalem have ye set up altars to that shameful thing, even altars to burn incense unto Baal. Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry or prayer for them, for I would not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble. So, another example of foolish, wicked works, man. It doesn't necessarily have to come under the a church platform, but then again, let me correct myself. She was coming under a spirituality platform, which is, we work in the spiritual, the right hand side of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But this is an example of the left hand side. So, like I said, she wasn't coming necessarily under. And then again, Buddhism and this it's a religion. It's a religious practice that they kind of married into what you call fitness and exercise, and that's pretty much what this is. So, in these last days, that's the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is to destroy the idols, destroy the false gods, and that's exactly what's taking place here. So, hope you're ready to fight till next time, Lord willing. Shalom.